Yo, 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 welcome guys, welcome. How is everybody doing? Let's share this screen. Yo. Hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I wanted some shorts on gold. We'll get into gold in a second. There's still a lot of opportunity today. Welcome, Harry. Harry, welcome. How's it going, guys? Let's see who's here. Drop a like, drop a comment. I wanted some gold sells. If there was a cleaner liquidity grab, even though there is one, if there was a cleaner liquidity grab on the 15, I would have taken some 15 shorts, but I really wanted the 30, but the 30 hasn't opened the cleanest. But yeah, we're looking at something like that. Good morning, Brian. Welcome. How's it going, guys? Hope everyone's good, guys. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, very, very clean price action on gold today so far. I've personally not taken anything. That's just a markup. But I wanted some 30 shorts. Something that I mentioned in the market call, which actually isn't playing out, and that's why that's why it's so important. Let me get through these. Morning, Mick. How's it going? Shelly, welcome. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good to see everyone in. A nice early start. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning. Yeah, guys, this is why it's super important to react to the market rather than trying to guess every single time what price is going to do. Because look at gold here, okay? Look at this 4-hour candle, okay? Big 4-hour candle here on gold. Let me just get the chart really quickly. Yeah, big 4-hour candle here on gold. But what are we doing? We're understanding that this is a bullish engulfing candle, sweeping liquidity and closing nice and strong. But are we open to both sides still? Yes, we are. Anybody who's just seen this big green candle here and gone, okay, I'm only looking for buys, well, they've just missed out on, look at that, they've just missed out on a total of 140 tick potential sells on gold. And there was probably a few sells that you could have took up here. You know, I wasn't on the chart. I've only just come back on the charts now. After the market call, I came off the charts. And yeah, there probably was a couple of trades you could have took up here, depending on what time frames you trade. Look, liquidity grab. Look, depends on where your range were. Let me show you. Depending on where your range were, you've got a liquidity grab, sweeping liquidity, bearish close. That's a nice entry, that. And that's why it's super important to be open to both sides as much as possible, because yeah, this is what I said in the market call. I said, yeah, this 4-hour candle, super strong. This red candle here, this active, could flip nice and bullish. But if we start closing below our levels, I'm going to be looking for sells too, because this candle could easily just push down. And I'm open to that. I'm not trying to just predict one side. Okay? Sebastian, good morning, mate. Good morning. But yeah, that was probably the cleanest move you could have taken on the 30. If you had this as your range. I had my range up here, so I wouldn't have taken it anyway. But if you had your level to buy above here, guys, you had a valid half risk entry there. Because I was personally looking at this range. Okay, but if you had your range here, that's a valid entry that you could have taken for sales on gold. And you'd be a nice profit there. 60, 70 ticks. But nobody cares about what's happened. Everyone wants to know what I'm looking for now. I'm going to be looking personally to see if we can get some 5-minute confirmation now. For me, this is a perfect area to start looking for confirmation. You know, impulse has gone for me because I wanted sells below here. We closed below this level. We could have got the impulse entry here, but it just didn't set up. Look, the wick just isn't there for me to get an entry. Would have been nice, but it is what it is. On to the next one. So, because I've missed the impulse entry and because I haven't got an entry on it, it didn't set up, it wasn't valid. I'm personally now looking for some confirmation because we still have some good liquidity to take here. Okay? So, until a new range forms, now I can look for confirmation. Either that or the hourly. But like I say, and right now this is the only level I've got on gold. So I'm looking for confirmation now, guys. I'm looking for the confirmation entry now. If we get back above here, I'll be looking for buys on gold, okay? Because that's my new level to buy above. And obviously if we start rejecting from here like so, this will be my level to sell below. But the level to sell below hasn't been created because this was my level before, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm looking for some confirmation to set this down. I missed these shorts as well, Joe. Had the same level as you. Yeah, it was clean level. I wanted sells right now. Literally, as I jumped on stream, I wanted sells, but if it doesn't set up, it doesn't set up. Would have been nice. It would have been nice. That's another thing that I probably... That's another thing that I don't do as well, guys. It's something that you need to try and, you know, get into your heads that if you miss a move, gold will always set up again and again and again and again. You know, you're not going to wake up one day and the chart is just not there. Like, you're not going to wake up and see this on gold. Like, it's going to be here tomorrow. It's going to be here in 2 hours. It's going to be here next week, next month, next year. Okay? So don't think, like, if you missed a move, I'm just going to jump in and get form. Or no, the chart's literally going to set up time and time again in literally probably another hour. In buys from 32.20 now. Really? 32.20. Yeah, I wouldn't, Alex, I personally wouldn't be trying to buy against this volume here. Yeah, it could have a little rebound, but look what price is doing. It's taken liquidity, closed bearish below multiple levels. I'd expect this to push a little bit lower. You could probably see gold push into some levels like here, some structure. Could it, guys, could it push higher? Potentially. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's going to do this, but I think this could happen. Another thing what's making me think that we could have a little bit more of a squeeze lower is this trend line here. Okay? We are coming to, like I mentioned in the market call, community members, like I mentioned in the market call, we've got some trend line here. I think we could squeeze lower, potentially in some levels, maybe in some of this liquidity before pushing higher. But could this be enough liquidity it's grabbed to push higher? Yeah, it could. I'm personally, guys, just going to be looking for buys back above here. And I'm going to be looking for continuation sell into some lows. I just can't see it pumping from this zone, in my personal opinion. Oh. I scalped my daily profit already 30 minutes before London session. Nice, DK. Is that on your instant? Is that on your instant, bro? Good stuff, man. Keep going on them instant accounts, guys. Whilst they're here, guys, whilst they're here, you may as well just rinse them. Let me get the free Telegram in. For people who don't get notified on my YouTube, there's the free Telegram, guys. Let me pin that comment somehow. There we go. Had my level at 32.19. Let's have a look. 32.19. Yeah, not a bad level. Not a bad level, but I'm not going to be looking for buys back above there now. This, if I did have my level here at 32.19, yeah, it's a clean level, but this is probably a good level to sell below now, but then you've got a level here, this structure. So for me, it's buys back above here and probably sells below here for now. And if I do catch some confirmation sells on the rejection, then I'll take them, but... Oh, one sec. I need to have a look at Alex's. I just can't see it pumping from this zone, in my personal opinion. It could. It could. And I'm not... I don't ever say... I don't ever say, I see it doing this. I see it doing that. I hope it does this. I hope it does that. I never... yeah, I might mistakenly say it one time now and again. But a lot of traders are always hoping. A lot of traders are always thinking. And the best thing to do is just stay as a more detach all emotions from the market and just trade what the price actually is showing you right now. Okay? Because as soon as you start hoping, guys, and as soon as you get that attachment to a trade, that's when it all starts going downhill. Because you're saying, okay, gold's going to push. It has to push into here. A lot of new traders like, oh, gold has to push into these highs today. It has to. I hope it does. And what they'll do, they'll buy from here. Gold will push down. It's telling them that it wants to push down. They'll buy from here. It's telling them that it wants to push down. They'll buy from here. And at the end of the day, they've blown their account. Because they're hoping, they're thinking, they're trying to predict. Okay? We don't do that. React to what the candles are showing you right now. Caught 135 ticks on Nas. Crazy buy, holding it for a massive prof. Nice. Let's have a look. Ooh. Alex is on fire today. Catching all guy. Right, Alex, you need to leave some ticks for me, man. You need to leave some ticks for me, bro. Beautiful. Yeah, nice breakout. Nice look. Resistance, broke out, pushed. I can see it pushing maybe into some of this structure here. But don't be surprised, guys. Don't be surprised if Nas does something like this. If you're in longs from anywhere on the break of this level, if you're in anywhere longs from, say, here, don't be surprised if Nas pulls back before taking liquidity after. It does it to me so many times. Yeah, you'll think that this liquidity is clear. And if this was gold, guys, don't get me wrong. If this was gold, gold would just run straight into this liquidity. No problem. But Nas will come close to it, reverse, take you out, and then take it. Just like, guys, just like it did here, look. What did we do here on Nas? We had this high, came very close to it, reversed, and then took it. It's literally something that I noticed on Nas. And it's something really why I don't try to trade it too often. No clauses below. Yeah, this same for me, Ben. If we start rejecting from here, if we start rejecting from here on the 15, this that you had is a good level to sell below. But you need to be watching this level. I'm probably just going to be looking for sells below here. I do prefer buys. I do prefer buys. Buying on gold this year has been insane. I've been loving buys on gold this year. I think this is a clean range for the London now. But yeah, buys back above this because what have we got? We've taken trendline. Guys, we've taken trendline liquidity here, look. Look, liquidity's been taken there. What can we go and do now? We can go and take liquidity here. So if we can get back above here, I'm going to be looking for them buys into that liquidity. But if we start closing bearish again, we'll just keep this level here for now. We'll keep this level here for now. If we start closing bearish, we can maybe take some sells. But I am going to be watching this level on gold, okay? So that is my analysis. And I'm not going to keep that big level going through half of the screen, that big trend line. I'm just going to put that on, okay? Keep it nice and clean. Do you know what's crazy, guys? We're profitable traders with 4 levels on our charts. It's crazy. None of this turtle soup, Koch, inverted gap, whatever they call it. None of this rubbish, none of this garbage. 4 levels, and we're very profitable. You wouldn't believe it nowadays. 2025, ICT model 2022. Like I say, they've got a new model every year. But it's crazy. I had a range between 33s and 37s. Let's have a look, bro. Let's have a look. 33s. Yeah, oh mate, I had the same level this morning. I had buys back above there. And, oh, you had sell and 27s. Yeah, this was a decent range. I didn't have this level here. It was valid. My range this morning was here to here. So I could only personally look for sells on this closure. And as this closed, it instantly pushed down, so there was no entry for me. If I had my range like so, then perfect. I'd have took sells up here, but that wasn't my level to sell below. I couldn't take half for sells there. Just watching that 5 to see if there was any confirmation on the 5, but there isn't. I think Naz will push hard. Yeah, I think too, Alex. Good stuff, Alex, as well. Just, like I say, tech partials, reduce your risk, and trade what the market's telling you, okay? Like I say, if you manage the trade on what the market's showing you at the time, you can't go wrong. Like, just trade the price action. Don't get attached to your risk to reward, guys. Like I say, risk to reward's a great tool. Don't get me wrong. If you've got a mechanical strategy that's literally you take a trade and it's mechanical to the market, for example, this is just an example. Let's say you take long from here and it's mechanical that you have to take the next high on gold and your stop is on a low. If you're using risk to reward like this, where you've got your entry at a mechanical area and you've got it at a set buy and high and low in the market, that's fine. Risk to reward's great. Personally, that's probably the only reason why it's good. Don't get attached to it because it doesn't mean anything. It's always evolving. It's always changing. And risk to reward on 95% of people, 95% of people who trade risk to reward, they get attached to a 2, 3R. You know, the ego on 5, they only take 5R. Like, you're not trading the market, you're trading a tool. You crap me up, mate. Oh, again about the ICT model 1993. Do you know what the funny thing is? A woman, a trader who's literally got proof that in 1999, 2000, when she was trading on a trading floor, way before ICT, she was trading them exact concepts. And she's literally come out and said it's literally just support and resistance, and it's been around for so long. And people think that he's like this king. I literally had someone comment on one of my TikTok posts about the algorithm as well. You need to be trading with the algorithm. I'm like, grow up, man. Really, you have a lot of growing up to do if you think an algorithm. Like, Jack from his bedroom trading one lot on gold, talking about the algorithm. Come on, stop talking about an algorithm. You're literally trading from your bedroom, like, on a 50k demo funded account. Come on. Sorry if there's anyone called Jack, and it was just an example, guys. It's just an example. Beautiful sweep there. Let's smash the likes as well, guys. Yesterday, the US session, we hit 22 likes, guys. 22 likes. Can we smash 20 today in the London? Be good if we can. I appreciate it. Yeah, just watching these levels now. This is my range because we've had some rejection on the green candle. Look, this green candle's rejected this level. This is my new range. Okay. Discord members, you already 10 steps ahead of that. You already know this is my new range. So, like I say, if we can get some rejection from here, maybe there's some half risk longs to get this move early. But we'll have to see if that sets up. Like I said, this could continue to push down and we can take some sells. What's the 5 saying? Got any questions, guys? Feel free to drop a question in the comments too. Anything trading related. Let me actually update the community on this. Let me update the community on my range for now. I'm going to put it on the 15, I think. Yes, sound. Bang. Right, good. Cheers for the lights, guys. I appreciate it. Nice one. Got 21 tuning into the London. Good stuff. I knew we would get decent turnout. Everyone said they were tuning in today. I'm very interested in some buys on gold, guys. If this 15-minute candle closes bullish after sweeping liquidity, I'm gonna be taking some half risk longs. Okay. It all depends on how big the stop loss is too. Right now, that candle's like 45 ticks. I would like to close bullish in 7 minutes, get a bottom wick of like 10 to 15 ticks and try and take some longs, because I do fancy some of this liquidity to get taken here. Okay, and like I said, that'll be in line with how this 4 hour, this 4 hour is instantly pushed down after a beautiful liquidity grab and push higher. Yeah, I would like to take some 15-minute longs to try and pull back a little bit of that push down. We've had a big push down in the first 3 hours of this 4 hour candle. We could have a little pullback. And all I need to catch is that 20 to 30 ticks. And like I say, that's me done for the session. I'm not here trying to predict moves into all-time highs. Yeah, it's good if I get a runner into that, but all I need is my 20 to 30 ticks a session. Dun, dun, dun. And like I say, all I need, if we close nice and bullish, I literally just need that move. Get a nice stop loss. If not, we get a closure above and then we can start looking for buys. So there's options, guys. There is options. It's not just we're stuck on one time frame waiting for one entry. No, we've got multiple entries on multiple time frames. Took a loss on the 15-minute chart. Took liquidity on the 645. Right, yeah. Right, let's replay that back. So Mick took an entry here, depending on where your range was. If this was your level to buy above, it's actually not a bad level. Look, resistance support. If you close back above here, you can start looking for buys. You get that nice liquidity grab and closure. Yeah, it's a valid buy. It is a valid buy. I don't understand how you took a loss. Like I say, I don't know how the candle formed. Let's have a look how the candle formed at that time. Yeah, that's a beautiful entry. Bottom wick. You'll have your stops on the break of the high. Stops will go below. So you should have been in that position. That's a very clean entry, actually, man. I don't understand how you took a loss on this. This is the candle you should have been entering on, because it actually set up perfectly. On the minute, you can see that it's set up. You can see that it's set up on the minute. And obviously, you're taking partials. Look at that. How much push? Look at that. 32 ticks. Nice. You can take some partials at some levels, and you can go break even. And you probably took a break even on the rest of your position there. But that shouldn't have been a loss. Even if you caught this candle here, even if you caught this next candle here, stops on the lows, it shouldn't have been a loss, because that pushed into profit too of like 30 ticks. So yeah, that good entry. I don't think that's a bad entry if it was that time. Here we go, guys. Look at this 15 here. This is clean for me. Liquidity grab. I'd like to try and get some longs in a minute. It'd be better if we get back above this level. I don't really want to close here. I don't want to close anywhere near this. Either we get back above it or we leave a wick to try and trade into it. Anywhere in the middle, I'm not trading that. What's the hourly closure too, and the 30. This could be nice. Yeah, guys, I need to get back above this level. I can't be trading on it or near it. Get back above it, say here, perfect. I'll buy the entry into these highs. And it'll be a full risk trade as well if we get back above. Like I say, if we leave a wick like this and we get an entry, we've got 15 ticks to manage, which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. Yeah, like, if we close like this, that's fine. I'll take half risk longs because I can just manage at the high. Because you've got like 15 ticks to go break even, and then if it pushes, beautiful. That'll be my plan on that. Just check the community chats. Yeah, guys, as always, if we close anywhere near here, like I say, I'm not going to be taking longs. I'll just wait for the next candle to close above, and then I'll take that. I don't take entries close to levels. So either we clear it or leave a wick to buy into it. Was a bit wicky around here though. You know, you did have a lot of wicks on gold on the 15 here. So if you did take any longs here, you would have got wicked out a lot. Maybe. That's the only thing I can think about taking a loss. Here we go, guys. Nice 15 claws here. Bottom wick, push higher. Hourly should be flipping too. Yep. 30's nice and clean. Yeah, I'm going to get ready to take some longs in a second on gold. Get up my top step on my computer. Try and get another 200 day on this. I got 150k reset too, which is insane. See if we get that bottom wick to then push. Right, guys, I'm gonna put a buy stop on gold. You know, we've let it do its thing. I'm gonna put a buy stop on gold here, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna put a buy stop on the break of the high. I'll let you know when I'm in this entry. Like I say, it's not big. I'm not risking much, but we are forming nicely here. Right, I'm gonna put this in now, 1 sec. I just need to put it on my top step, 1 sec, guys. Sweet. Right, that's in. Buy stop. Yeah, if it breaks this high, I'll be in this trade. Looking for that quick push higher. Right, we're in. Sweet. Right, guys, I'm actually in this, running quite nicely. I'm actually gonna go break even now. Boom. Right, I'm break even on this, guys. Break even on top step, and I'm taking that. I'm taking $200. So I've got a payout coming now on top step. So I'm actually out for a full. I'm out here, literally at where we are for about 16 ticks on top step. If you want to hold it, hold it. The only reason I've taken it is because I've got a payout now, which I can request. So yeah, if you're still in this, nice quick trade. But you need to be managing. Yeah, if you're in from the normal entry, I do see it pushing higher. I do see it pushing higher. It is around break even now. But the only reason I've took it is so I can get a payout. Simple as that. But if you are in this, nice work. I do see this obviously pushing. If I was in this now, guys, you know, you can, like I say, you only ran like 15 ticks. I probably would have gone break even anyway, but a good break even point for me is up here. Or at least here where we have pushed. Yeah, this level here is a decent break even point on gold. And we actually did push into that, but I think we'll tap it again. I think we'll tap it again. And I've just made 1,000 on that new 150k combine too, which is nice. So 1,000 up on a 150k combine. And we've got a payout coming on top step ready after 5 more trading days of 200. But yeah, beautiful W there. Just waiting for the plan. We literally, that was from top to bottom perfect, guys. That was from top to bottom perfect. I told you, that's what is so important. We're not trying to predict sells. We're saying, okay, get back above this level, we can start looking for buys. And that's exactly what you want. Yeah, look at gold now. You'd definitely be break even at that, guys. You'd be definitely 100% break even at that level. Especially after pushing like 20 ticks as well. You're preventing a reversal. But yeah, if you took it, break even. A lot of volume stepping in on gold right now. Hourly closed nice and bullish. The 30 closed nice and bullish. So did the 15. You definitely want to be break even on this trade. Big level on gold. Sorry guys, I've just updating the community with the entry. That was perfect management. I personally took it at like 16 ticks profit. Guys, I took it at 16 ticks profit. If you didn't, all good. Break even's fine. If I didn't need 200 day to get a payout, I wouldn't have taken profit. I'd have been break even too. So, like I say, it was just lucky that I needed 16 ticks to, you know, I had 13 micros on it. So, was that half risk? No, that was a full risk entry, Anton. Full risk entry. Liquidity, closure above, beautiful push. I won't say beautiful, it wasn't straightforward, but it pushed about 20 ticks. I took profit at like 16, just because I wanted to get a payout on top step. So I've got 200 days again. Okay. But something I'm watching now, and a reason you would be break even is this level. Look, you come straight into that level. But if you're still holding this, you know, you've had like 7 chances to go break even. You can't blame the chart. What's the chart telling you? The chart telling you that it's very undecided. 5-minute 2. Hasn't got a clue. No, this was a full risk entry, guys. Half risk would have been this green candle here. Yeah, I'm happy to be out of this trade, to be fair. I'm lucky that I literally got out here. I literally got out here. Naz making me shiver. Let's have a look. Oh, got that on. Yeah, that's what I said. Literally, I said that before, guys. I said, yeah, it looks good here. You've got your targets up here. You probably see a pullback before it continues higher. It always skims liquidity and then takes it after. Yeah, you'd be out break even, guys. Good stuff. If you took it, nice work. I don't tell anybody to take the trades I take on here, but if you see the same and you take the same, break even's fine. I don't see a problem with a break even entry there. Big level on gold. That's how I manage. If I've got a big level close to liquidity, I just manage at the level, just like we did here. And it gives us a perfect bottom wick. Look at the minute chart, give you a minute, nice bottom wick, and flip within the minute, which is fine. You know, we didn't try putting the entry on in the first 10 seconds. I put it in, you know, a minute or 2 minutes into it. But yeah, I do like, I still like longs on gold. Look at the hourly. Hourly close bullish. It's just all about now. Can we set up? I'm probably just going to see some buys back above here. Very, very big level on gold. Get rid of that. You've got a decent range there. Happy with that entry though, guys. Happy with that entry. Anybody, guys, who took this? Who took longs too? Anybody take this entry here? Anton, if it was in between your range, just take half risk. If you're If you're undecided on your levels, just take half risk and think about it later. Don't be so cautious to take a trade. If you see that it's valid, whether that's half risk or full risk, just take the entry and think about, could you risk more, less after? That's all I do. Here we go. I'm watching this 5 here as well. Let's see how this 5 closes. 15 hasn't closed bearish yet, so we could get some 5-minute entries. Yeah, I'm watching this 5 now, guys. I'm not going to be trading my Top Step Express. I'm just going to be trading the 150k combine. I got a free reset, so... If you see my screen flicking, it's just because I'm flicking from screen to screen for now. Yeah, I think gold can have a decent push now. What would that stop be? 30 ticks. Pushing higher. I'm not in this yet, guys. I'm looking for a bottom wick to flip higher, just like we did here and here. If gold can bottom wick, I'll get an entry in, but it doesn't look like it wants to. Thanks, Joe. You were great. No worries, Anton. Guys, I was the same 3-4 years ago. As I was edging from like break even to profitability, the thing that really did switch it for me was just entering if I think that there's something that's valid. Like, just worry about it later. Like, if you think it's valid, whether it's half risk or full risk, just enter and just think about it after. Guys, we can get some 15-minute longs in a minute too. So you had some entries here. If this 15 closes bullish in 4 minutes, I'm gonna take the next 15 higher. Okay? I'm gonna take this next 15 higher into them highs. Alright, so 15 clauses bullish, preferably above this level. We can start looking for more longs. Yeah, me too, Anton. I'm looking for them 15 longs too, bro. I think we can go and smash them highs, as I mentioned. That first entry down here pushed like 50 ticks now. Yeah, the guys, the volume on gold's bullish. The volume on gold is bullish. That is why we're reacting to buys. You know, I'm not reacting trying to catch these big sells. No, there's no need. Tell you what though, you've got some order block liquidity. All them SMC traders selling here. Take their stop losses. I might start calling. I might start looking at order block liquidity. I think it's good for. Watch this just sell off now. Watch it come into here and just go bang. And then I look so stupid. But realistically, guys, it's just a level. Can I just say it's just a level? If it does reject. But I think it's going to go and take these highs. And I'm going to be looking to take... Guys, get ready. I'm going to be looking to take long soon. Next 15-minute candle. Alright? How much... Oh, we've got a 1.5k potential withdrawal. I'm going to be taking 1.5k on top step. Decent for that. I'm happy for that for the week. And then I've got 2k coming in from alpha. And potentially 6k from top 1. If we can get to that target. So it'd be a decent month. I'll probably be me for the month. Right, let's see how this 15 closes. Still got some decent ticks into them highs. I hope it just doesn't pop, which it could do at these highs. I want it to bottom wick, as always. Like we saw down here. I want it to bottom wick and then flip and push higher. Thing is with gold as well, you'll think that you've got room, and in the last minute, it'll just do this and take your liquidity. When you're close to liquidity like this, you tend to see that. It's a bugger. It's a bugger. Guys, if you're not already, drop a like on the stream as well. If you haven't dropped a like, drop a like on the stream. Try and catch these longs now. Just like the all-time highs before, really. I know we're nowhere near them, but get a clean close above here. Be looking for them longs. Bottom wick and then push higher. If it wants to bottom wick, that is. I don't want to just be entering now. You know, if you enter now, where's your stop loss? All the way down here for a TP up here? No way. I want something like this. If it doesn't give it me, it just doesn't give it me. There'll be another opportunity. What is that size? 8 ticks? Right, guys, yeah. Right, I'm gonna put the buy stop in on here, okay? I'll be going break even as soon as we hit these highs at like 15 ticks. So we've got another buy stop on. Like I say, yeah, I'm gonna put a buy stop in. If obviously if it pushes down like 30 ticks, like down here, then I'll just take it out. But 15-minute looks clean. You know, the 30 minutes flipping bullish after taking liquidity. The hourly's flipping bullish after taking liquidity. Yeah, I think if we flip on this 15, you're going to see a pop higher for like 20 to 30 ticks. But yeah, if it comes down like 30 to 40 ticks, I'll just delete it. If this flips here now, that'd be nice. 24 ticks. If it starts pushing down more, then I'll be done. Probably done for the session. Good thing is about the market call this morning, guys. Look what the market call said. The market call suggested that this could just be a bottom wick to flip higher. And we're doing exactly that with 42 minutes to spare. And I think the 4 hour could flip here, especially if this 15 flips. So yeah, buy stops are on these highs. I'll delete them. I'll delete them if it starts pushing down like 30 to 40 ticks. You know, if it starts pushing down into, say, here, I'll delete them. So it comes into this level, I'll take them out. Oh yeah, I'm half risk on this as well, guys. I've already taken a win. That means that I'm half risk after. So yeah, my entry is half risk. So it'll look something like this. Hoping that it pops higher. You know, break even as it passes through, and then pops higher. Guys, please read this. Please read this text here. Buy stops means I'm only activated once it passes through here. I'm going to delete that because people think I'm in the entry and just start entering. Like, I'm not in this entry. This entry will be valid once it flips, if it flips. Damn, tag me into that. How? Where? What tagged you in? Bottom wick was created here. The high... Bro, you've got like 7 ticks there, man. Let's check. I'm just going to check the futures for you. Let me check the futures. 1 minute. Nah, bro. You should be fine there. 5 ticks on the futures too. That wouldn't have tagged you in if you had it on the high. I don't know how that's tagged you in, bro. But I don't think that's anything to do with slippage or anything or whatever. Did you just enter execute as it closed? Like I say, give it time. What's this 1 minute candle done? It pushed up. You let it push down. It shouldn't have tagged you in if you just waited a minute. Look. It's nowhere near this high. This might not flip. It might be the 30 that flips. Or it might be like a last minute 15 flip on here. I just got tagged in too. Guys, I've checked the futures chart. It shouldn't have tagged you in. I'm on literally the 1 minute chart. On the high, it's literally nowhere near. If it did, I'd contact Top Step because that's like a 5 tick slippage if you had it correctly. Either you didn't if you didn't wait to put your buy stop in, like I always say, that's probably the problem as well. Not long after the candle opened, yeah, you need to give it time, man. Like I say, I always say give it 30 seconds to a couple of minutes. Like, this hasn't flipped. Like I say, guys, no need to just execute. Just even if you think that targets are gonna get hit, a lot of the time they will. But you gotta have the valid setup too. For me, this was like 4 or 5 ticks away on my futures chart to being tagged in. Like, anywhere up here, the minute chart we're pushing, like, if you look at the minute, you don't want to be entering when price is, like, here for a 6-tick stop. It's just literally pointless. I'll give this a couple of minutes, guys. Give this a couple of minutes. Give it 3 or 4 minutes. Let's see if it wants to flip. Cheers for the lights, guys. Nice one. Yeah, I'd expect the 30 to push as well. I'd expect the 30 in the hourly to take the highs. But it's sort of rejecting from this level here. And here. Could be a fake out. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how this 15 closes. Give it a couple of minutes and then I'll delete this stop. Probably me done for the session as well. Come back for the US in an hour and trade with the community. Yep, still waiting for this to get tagged, guys. Still waiting for this to get tagged. All right. This, guys, this should not have tagged you in. If you're waiting, like I say, this shouldn't have tagged you in. Like I said, I've seen a few people say they've got tagged in, but you're like 6 ticks away from the entry. Just don't get itchy fingers. Just put it in after a couple of, like a minute or so, and let the candle form. Let it do its thing. Like right now, if it flips, perfect. But I'm only in 3 micros on this now, on a top 1 account. I'm only risking like around 10 ticks. This is like a 10 tick risk for me, okay? Less than half risk, but yeah. Worst thing is I was in at 2 contracts. Anton, you know, like I say, you know what you've done. Like, you put the stop in not too long after the entry. That's literally it. You know, you can see what happened. You know, if I put my entry in as this candle pushed down like 5 ticks and I didn't give it time, like that's after like 10-15 seconds. If I did that, I would have been taken out too. And I think that's the problem with, if most people got taken out of this, tagged in and out, they haven't waited for the candle to form. Like we always do. Like we did here. Okay? Like we're doing now. Like, I don't care that liquidity is super close and we should take these highs. I don't care. I'll take the trade every time the same. So yeah, my overall risk is about 10 ticks on this trade for now. If it makes a new low, I'm going to cancel the order. But I'm only risking 10 ticks, which is absolutely nothing. Like I say, last week on stream, I think we took like, there was 160 ticks on stream last week in profit, if you took the trades that I took. You know, you could have at least got 60 to 70 ticks out of them 2 trades that I took last week on stream. Like, this is a 10 tick risk. Like, them 2 trades cover 6 of these losses. So don't be using full risk on it. Just, I'm personally reducing it. Right, we're in this. We're in these longs here on gold. Stops are going to be on these lows, guys. And as soon as price comes into these highs, I'll be at break even. So around 15 ticks on futures. Okay. Like I say, I expect this liquidity to get taken now after this push. Especially on the 5 minute. I'll see how this 15 closes. If it doesn't push, then I'll just close the trade, okay? Or if it takes me out, it takes me out. It is what it is. Yeah, this could flip and take us out. Like I say, we'll see. Yeah, but this is a valid entry. You know, you broke range 1, you've closed above range 2. This should be an easy push, but if it takes us out, it takes us out. But yeah, big ranges on gold. Still running this. If this 15 closes like so, I'm just gonna cut it here for like 8 ticks loss. Do you know what? I'm actually getting out here, guys. -8 ticks, okay? I'm out here. I've cut my loss here for -8. Bang. Right, yeah. I'm out there for -8 ticks on gold. I only used 3 micros there, but I'm out for -8 ticks. Was worth the punt to try and take it into all-time highs, but it is what it is. I have a bad habit of placing stop orders high and low very fast after wick has formed FOMO. Yeah, definitely. Don't get FOMO when you see the wick. Let it produce. Even me, it took me in and then took me out for -8 ticks. It is what it is. Like, I don't care. Like, we took 16 ticks here and then -8 there. So we're still up 8 ticks for the day on this stream. So not too bad, not too shabby. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, that's going to be me done for the session, guys. We're up around 8 ticks. I know it's not much, but we're up around 8 ticks on stream, but it is what it is. It's okay. Right, guys. Yeah, I'm off. Anybody in the chats, I'll see you in the community. Okay. But yeah, decent 2 trades there. We'll see what the US session brings, and yeah, trade exactly the same. What I'm going to be looking for now is probably just to see if gold confirms. I'd like to see it close back above this level here. I'd like to see it close back above, say, these levels at 32, 31. Okay, so that's something I'm going to be looking for on gold. Yeah, 1 win, 1 loss. It is what it is. Follow the plan, execute what you see, and then go from there. But that's probably what I'm going to be looking for on gold now. Okay. But yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. In a bit, guys. In a bit, Sebastian. Yeah, nothing changes, guys. We'll go tomorrow. In a bit. Bye, guys.